Good morning, people of Earth. Welcome to the first Lsxcellence YouTube video. This one is going to be the build diary. We are inside my 2002 Pontiac Fireturd, or Firebird as I like to call it. Just going to go over a couple things here. This is a project car I picked up for pretty cheap, so, you know, not much invested so far. But it is not without its problems. You know, start here, give her a little crank up, see what we got. Now, as you can probably see, this thing lights up like a Christmas tree. Just about every warning light that can be on is on. I got a couple different issues there, working on fixes for them. Odometer just a hair shy of 120,000 miles, not bad. So, got a couple other issues going on here. Got a couple knobs missing from the radio, fins missing from the AC vents, usual stuff. It's got T-tops. They are filthy, as you can see, but they don't leak. That's a plus. Windows work. If you know anything about F-bodies, that's actually rather impressive. So we got the good end of the stick there. Gonna get outside the vehicle, take a walk around, see some other issues we got going on here. Alright, so as we move to the exterior of the vehicle, as you can see, the paint is in pretty poor shape on this thing. I mean, it's faded, scratched, and cracked everywhere it can possibly be. You know, not doing too good there. Back around. Tires are basically bald, to be expected on a used car. Why would you put tires on a car you're trying to sell? Got some cracks on the fender panel here. Move to the rear. I don't know if you can tell, but that tail light is also full of water, about halfway. Every time we dump it out, it kind of fills back up again, so something leaking there. The car sounds pretty good. Don't know if you can hear that coming through. Turn the lights on. The headlight motors work fantastically. It's a little easier to tell the tail light on that angle. Go around to the front. Driver's side, low beam and fog light are out. These cars are a little timeless. The lights are not. These things are pretty dated. I think they were still using those on the 3rd gen F bodies. So, a couple issues there. Take a peek under the hood. This is a 2002 Trans Am, so it is equipped with a 5.7 liter LS1 V8. Got an LS6 intake manifold on there. That was standard for the 2002 model year. Everything's a little bit dusty. Could use a refresh. Motor runs strong. Doesn't really have anything in the way of oil or gas leaks, which is always a plus. Just a couple electrical kinks here and there. Get a good look at that. And let's see how it drives. Alright, so we are out on some main roads just to see how this thing kind of picks up and handles. It's got its little squeaks here and there, you know, it could be expected of an older car. This thing's almost old enough to vote. Actually, it probably is if you go by the production date. Suspension seems to be holding up pretty fine, no excessive hopping. Tires are practically useless at this point, so can't exactly expect the smoothest ride quality, but as you can see, it's still got some pickup. Engine still sounds pretty strong. Everything seems to work normally. All the gauges are reading normally. Oil pressure is good, temperature is good, voltage is good. These are all the biggest things you want to look at. I'm actually using this vehicle as a daily driver at the moment, which is, you know, probably a pretty bad idea for a project car, but I've coined the market on bad ideas, so here we are. But overall, I'd say the drivability of this thing seems to be pretty stout. ABS and traction control don't work for a number of reasons. We're going to address that in some later videos. Check engine light is on. catalyst efficiency, O2 sensors, you know, typical stuff like that, which to me just means, hey, get some headers. You know, if you can't solve it, make it better. So, seems to be doing pretty good. Got the lights on there. Interior dash lights seem to work the way they're supposed to. This thing is a bit of a pig on gas, but that's what you get when you get a V8. So other than that, it seems to run and drive pretty smoothly. Little kinks here and there, but we are gonna kind of go over and address the different issues this thing has in some of the later videos. Go over some new things that we have planned for it. Basically, I picked up this car for $2,500. Not bad for a project car, not bad for a daily, and I'm looking to get it back to OEM or OEM plus status, you know, in somewhat of a way where it's still a pretty decent car, not top of the line, not a showstopper, you know, nothing I'm going to win any competitions with, but still a decent daily driver is the plan with the car. And who knows, might even make a couple trips to the drag strip. We'll see how things play out with that. So I've got a total budget so far of modifications on this one, I want to say of about $3,000. That just seems like a reasonable price point for, you know, to go out of the way, get some junkyard parts, get it fixed up, get the paint fixed, stuff like that, make it a semi-decent car, you know, something that people might look twice at going down the road. And I just think $3,000 is a fair budget price point for that. So as we go through and kind of pinpoint the different things that we find and the different pieces that I pick up for it, keep track of the price and what's invested into the project overall, looking for an end goal of $100 total investment. So we'll kind of keep up with that and be sure to look out for more videos. Appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.